keep an eye on, and we'll just see what goes on in this opening bounce. But at the first bounce is going to be Clayton Oliver up against Jager O'Meara. What a great start to the game.
Little bit earlier. Oh, delightful kick. Burgoyne. He's got the runner. Smith looks up. Not a lot to go too long. Pulls the kick last second. Bruce protected the drop zone beautifully. Puopolo runs for him long to the square. Got a couple of... It's 50. So he'll kick from the... When he was super hot. And the Hawks get a settler from the top of the square.
Sometimes when you've got the spin,
the ropes, but you've got to be better than that.
So Melbourne have had 2 shots at goal and missed the full 21 yards.
This bloke just got his own football. Ricky Henderson, 10th possession.
Has been wonderful. Henderson across to Smith, a beautiful kick of the ball, and it's up to a one-on-one. Puopolo loves that front spot, brings it to the ground. Scully knew where it was going. So did Wingard, and Scully kept running. The 2 boom recruits, look at the kick inside from Scully. That is magnificent football by the Hawthorn.
Lockhart that's running inside forward 50. Scully running inside forward 50 ends up with this.
15 goals from that position for the maestro from Hawthorn. That is a sensational goal. And Gunston...
turnovers, causing that errant handball from Melbourne. So great reply from the Hawks.
Puopolo flicks it over the top to Wingard. Got time, space, gives the handball up. Henderson, another touch. Gave it to Lewis in the pocket. Bruce opens it up. When they're hot, they're hot. And he's hot right now.
And what a great lesson. They just hit target to all the way down. So that handball then hits. Close enough to this hits. Next one hits. And then they end up kicking a goal. Their ground ball stuff is starting to tell too, really. Their ground ball work, they're winning drop of the ball constantly. It's putting pressure on Melbourne's defence.
So the Hawks hit the front for the first time today. 2-3-15 Melbourne. 3-2 steps around. Literally gets his pants pulled down. Fritsch just knocked out of his hand by Ruffy. And he just says, I'll show you a little bit of old Lee and Gather football. Hits it off the deck. And Isaac Smith is off to the races. 2 bounces over the top. O'Meara to the open goal. And they've put it through. 3 in a row to the Hawks. Another chain of magnificent football.
Jared Ruffhead, that just getting a pressure on and a hand out. And all of a sudden they're going back the other way.
well, you're in possession. So you're about to do to Hawthorn what they've ended up doing to you. Just not clean, not strong enough with the footy. Brace yourself for the contest if you know it's coming, and gee, you can't set up for that. As much as we've spoken about Melbourne's inability to defend, when you're in position to score and you turn it over in the middle of the ground, it's going to be hard to stop.
Okay, so warning bells are going off everywhere from a Melbourne point of view.
Their heads were away there, but the hold was on, and the free kick will go to Daniel Howe.
Flicks it wide to Shields. Gawn won't be quick enough to hold him up. He runs almost within range. Hits the top of the square. Great go by Lewis.
Well, even their first game was 23.
Yeah, exactly. Hawthorn have a couple of younger players and young of games as well, as Mitch Lewis slots it. Hasn't had a lot of moments, but makes this one big. I've been going all day, Hunt and Sicily at it with the nouns and verbs. They've been spicy from the opening. Impey from defence. Has Hawthorn got a response here? Bruce used his body beautifully.
Well, you know
this game, Dwayne.
Bruce is a sharpshooter, and you can rely on him in big situations. This is a big situation. Touched on the line, or is it through? You can rely on him. He's done it again. Watch him scramble it away after the perfect Gawn knock. Hardwick, Brand, Henderson, Gunston in the pocket, got there, did brilliantly. And this, a massive chance to put the momentum back in Hawthorn's favour, and that is as good as it gets. Warple saves the day, saves his bacon there, heads toward half forward. Gunston work to the front.
Such an important mark, 3-on-1. So now he allows the troops to just...
Then 50. So Gunston,
I reckon.
You've got to love the players with that give it to me look in their eyes. And he's got that look in his eyes. Brayshaw shoots a handball over the top. Puopolo in some space. Can have a bounce. Looks inside. Heads outside to Wingard. Crowd roaring. Shields working back, goal square. What about the delivery of that? Deserves some time to suck in the deep ones. Liam Shields worked overtime to get there. Kicks the goal. And there's a kick in it.
3 in a row for Hawthorn.
Looks up. Now they give Lewis a boo. They've waited a while. Now they give him a cheer because O'Brien read it beautifully off the boot. Here he is again. Didn't panic. Gunston. He kicks to forward 50. And Moore gets up. Has not scored in his career. Won't either. He gives it to Big Ruffy, who goes long and strong. He turns back the clock and puts Hawthorn back in front.
That's twice this quarter. He's been flat-footed when he's had an opportunity to run through it. Run through the ball.
What a finish from Big Ruff, though. Took the responsibility. The give was great. And that just turned him back the clock for the big fella.
And he's been anointed, Dylan Moore. He got the kiss on the forehead from the captain.
Gunston.
Look at that.
Great kick.
Into the middle. Delightful delivery. Moore finds his man, Bruce, lace out, puts a ribbon on it for him.
You go back. Hard to do.
Sucks in the deep breaths. Runs to 40. Take a breath while you can now. Suck in the deep ones. Big 5 minutes coming up here. And
Made Hawthorn at the